Let's talk about the negative effects of rats on cities, and in particular, how Boston is tackling this rat problem. Boston's always been known as a ratty city. I was there a few weeks ago in Austin, and I saw so many rats. It was disgusting. I hate rats. But according to Orkin, they release city rat rankings. Chicago's #1, but Boston ranks 13th in rats.
How do you rank something like that?
I think Orkins, they're like exterminators, so I think they would, I don't know. I don't know how they ranked. I should have looked more into how they ranked. And the type of rat that we're talking about, we're talking about in all of the United States, is the Norway rat that came here. That's not even natural to the US. They came here in 1775 from the damn European boats, okay? Insane, the damn Europeans brought them over in 1775, okay? A lot of them thrive because of the urban environment, but also they thrive in Boston because Boston has a lot of old infrastructure, which has created disgusting rat nests over time. And due to climate change and the warm weather, the warmest summer we've ever had here in New England, I would say, it means more breeding for rats who already breed a shit ton. They just have sex all the time and they breed these crazy monsters. They breed like fucking crazy. It's disgusting. Other than being disgusting and gross, rats' garbage-based diet and their stomach microbiome actually make them the perfect sponge for multiple diseases, including salmonella, when their droppings get into food. And folks, this happens a lot more than we like to think. I'm just going to say that. It happens a lot more than we like to think. And I don't even like to think that because I go out to eat quite a lot, but not quite a lot, but a decent amount, and I'm sure I've eaten rat droppings in my life, okay? Disgusting, but disgusting.
And also, this is why you don't eat your rats raw.
Ew, take that. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Come on, you knew I was going to say
Disgusting.
something along those lines the second you mentioned salmonella.
Oh my God.
Remember, if you're
Gross.
going to eat rats, cook them all the way through like you do
Ew.
with chicken.
Ew, we're not in the apocalypse yet, okay? We don't need to cook rats.
Not yet.
As I said, not yet, okay? I've never tasted rat. I'm not going to taste rat. Fuck that.
I've never tried rat either.
Disgusting. I'm going to throw up. They just, ew, 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 ew. Okay. Not only that, but rats also damage city infrastructure, you know. I mean, we'll have a picture attached here, but they gnaw into it, they bite into it with their little teeth, and they actually damage it. So they cause a lot of damage to cities. But in response, Boston started a rodent action plan, which is a multi-department, data-driven approach to combating rats. Their first step is educating the public on the best method of keeping rats away, which includes, you know, sanitation, not leaving trash out, keeping up with the sanitation codes, restaurants not leaving, you know, grease refuse out, which rats just suck on. They love that shit. They love that shit. That's how rat populations grow, if they have something to eat. Some solutions that they're talking about is a rat tracking program. They're using these powerful rat sensors, which send data every time a rat is detected. Another idea that was floated was rat birth control, which works by using a contraceptive called Contrapest, which is put in like the airy and fatty pellets and are scattered in like rat-infested areas. And, you know, the males, the females eat them, and then that, you know, reduces their sperm cells. Another problem, I know a lot of restaurants, a lot of exterminators use rat poison, but that's actually just a short-term Band-Aid. Problem with rat poison is it does not kill the rat right away. It instead slows them down over time, which means that if predators like hawks, like owls eat them, it will harm them.
Or that one guy that's just so unmet that he thinks he's just eating a moving cheeseburger.
But the rat poison, if you eat a rat with rat poison in it, that's going to get you sick. That actually kills a lot of the rat predators. So that's only a temporary Band-Aid. That's actually not a helpful thing. So just educating yourself, keeping up with sanitation codes, this rat birth control, tracking rats. Maybe even like, you know, there's other more, you can kill them in other ways other than using rat poison. I don't know, get a fucking sword or a knife and hunt them. I don't fucking know. Let's get rid of these rats, but safely. In 2000, there was a study on non-indigenous species in the US, and it was found, conservatively and a little bit flawed, but the economic cost of rat damage was $19 billion a year. And I would say this is a lot, you know, higher, and this was done in 2000, so, you know, we got to account for inflation. And it didn't account for infrastructure damages and diseases. So it's fair to say that that number is a lot higher. So these rats actually do cause a lot of damage to cities. But what Boston didn't do is that they did not hire a rat czar. They didn't, you know, other cities have like a rat czar. Like, oh, you know, New York City, I think, for example, they have a rat czar. Like, oh, this is the designated guy that's going to help deal with the rat problem. But I don't think they need to do that. I think it could be a multi-department collaboration. Just, you know, getting the word out, educating people, you know, putting these trackers down, putting these pellets down. You don't need a whole other rat department. You can get rid of these rats in a cost-effective way, and I think that's the best way to do it. Over time, long-term, don't focus on these, you know, short-term Band-Aid solutions, et cetera, et cetera. Just focus on the data, focus on the long-term, focus on doing it humanely.
You know what's going to happen if they only put emphasis on the long term, right? People got to act like they're not doing jack shit about it.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So yeah, they should also do a little bit short-term stuff. Maybe some traps. Don't use the poison though. The poison's bad. Just traps, or maybe something Ryan suggested. You know, I don't know. That's a little shoddy. Whatever. But yeah, let's get rid of these fucking rats though, because I would like the future of Boston. I know we have a bunch of problems, but I would like, you know, this future of Boston to be ratless. Okay, and I'm not talking about Whitey Bulger, but just ratless. You know, ratless, cleaner, etc. You know, I don't want to worry about rat droppings in my fucking food or anything.
This is why you cook your own meals.
That's true. That is definitely why you cook your own meal.
Or you ask someone you actually trust to cook your meals that don't have any rat droppings in them.
Because these restaurants don't give a fuck. I'm just going to say most of them don't give a fuck. But anyways, you don't need to spend more than like $1 billion a year on this rat issue. I do think it's minor in the grand scheme of things, but it is a problem. They actually do cause problems. They spread diseases and everything. So Boston is doing the right thing by getting ahead of it and collaborating with multiple departments. So yeah, fuck these rats.